Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my review for last night's episode of Gotham Season 3, Episode 18. Now, before I begin giving you this review, I gotta say thank you to everybody who works at Warner Brothers TV for giving us another season of Gotham. It's been renewed for a fourth season, and I cannot wait. It's my second favorite show on TV right now, behind Arrow, obviously, and I think Gotham it gets better and better every time. And tonight's episode is no exception. This is another good episode as well. This whole Court of Owls thing, it just gets better and better because you don't know what their main goal is, but then you do, but then you still trying to figure out why they're doing this. Like tonight's episode, obviously, it shows that the Court of Owls at the beginning of this episode, they basically kidnap former commissioner of the GCPD, Commissioner Barnes. If you remember him, he was the commissioner who got kind of infected from Alice Tetch's blood. That kind of made him psycho, and then he got locked up in Arkham. So they took him only for one purpose, to make the blood that was in his system, weaponize it so they can infect the entire Gotham area. While that was happening, you have Ivy going and visiting Selena in the hospital because she was in a coma, or also in kind of like a cocoon. Not really like a cocoon, basically, but basically knocked out, unconscious, but still alive. You know, obviously she fell off out of a window, pretty high, and you know, obviously you remember what happened in Batman Returns. You know, Catwoman falls off the thing, cats come out and surround her, and now she has 9 lives. I mean, I don't know how they're going to actually do that in this show, but so far, I'm just glad Selena's still alive because she's one of the coolest characters. While that's happening, you have Bruce in Tibet, or wherever the heck he's at, training with his new mentor guy, basically trying to get rid of all the anger that he has from when his parents died, all the fears that he had, you know, getting him ready for something. Obviously, we all know he's going to eventually become Batman, but maybe this guy's got some different motivation. Maybe he wants him to control Gotham, get rid of the Court of Owls. I don't know. This is how I see it, but that was some pretty cool stuff. Got to see some weird flashbacks of Bruce's parents' wake and how people treated him as an orphan. Like, oh, poor Bruce, you know, how's this kid going to survive life without, you know, his parents, blah, blah, blah. They didn't really, you know, they showed, like, you know, they didn't care that his parents just died. They just care about how Bruce's well-being. So Bruce kind of got angry about that. So that was pretty cool. You have also Lee Tompkins being obviously continuing her moodiness, if you will, of being pissed off at Jim. Wouldn't let things go. Obviously, she still has some anger issues because Jim kind of killed her husband. That she literally just got married after 24 hours. Not even. After he died, she still holds a grudge to him and then threatens to quit the GCPD and leave Gotham. Now, before you wonder, oh, maybe she's going to leave Gotham. She probably would leave Gotham, and obviously she's going to come back. She has a very big key role in the Batman mythology, obviously. Eventually, she probably will leave the GCPD and maybe start her own practice, and then obviously start physical therapy, you know, not really physical therapy, more like mental therapy with Bruce, because in the comics and the animated show, if you guys remember, she was always that figure that always talks to Bruce about his demons and all his, you know, hard stuff that he deals with, and also knows that he's Batman. But that doesn't come until years later, so she ain't really going anywhere. But I think the whole Lee and Jim thing, I think that's over with in the show, even though they're together in real life. But, like I said, good episode. And of course, you have the Penguin going after with his team, trying to figure out, oh, listen, Jim, you're the one who gave the Riddler to the Court of Owls. We want to talk to the Court of Owls. Maybe strike a deal and try to get so I can kill Nigma myself. And of course, the Penguin gets captured at the end of this episode, and now he's locked up right next to his good friend Nigma, aka the Riddler, in a big giant bird cage. So what's going to happen there? Who knows? Probably going to hate each other for 5 minutes and then realize that they need to work together to get out of that situation. So that's going to be next week's episode. So, and it's also there's only 2 episodes left, so that'll be that one, and then one more episode, and then the season finale. So, which is I think is like a 2-hour episode. Not sure, but yeah, like I said, good episode. A lot of moments in this. I'm like wondering why is the Court of Owls actually doing this, and it kind of gave me a guess. They said in one of the moments that they said that they're one of the oldest families of Gotham. So maybe there may be some relations with, I don't know if you guys remember in season 2, Theo Galavan, his family. Maybe they're just part of that. I don't know, just a guess here, but maybe they're one of the 5 families of Gotham from what the original was. The Galavans, obviously some other people, and of course the Waynes. It's all going to come together eventually, so we have to see what's going on here, because obviously now that the Court of Owls is basically responsible for kind of the murder of the Wayne family. I mean, not really intentionally, but setting that emotion, to get to where we are now. We're probably going to find out what happened. So hopefully it gets explained by the end of the season, because honestly this show just gets better and better. One thing I didn't like about this episode, though, I feel like the Court of Owl, yeah, as smart and brilliant and 2 sets of head of everything, it kind of slow when it comes to, yes, you bring in a new person into your organization, but yet you think he's gonna double cross you, but yet you don't double check that, And at the end of the episode, the madam who's in charge of the Court of Owls, or the head table, she finally realized that Jim was basically toying with her and using her to get information about the weapon and how to stop it and all that stuff. And then she figures that out like near the end. I mean, she couldn't figure that out in the beginning. I don't know. Maybe she didn't play out that way. But that's how I see it. I feel like she couldn't figure that out really quick. But whatever. We have to see what happens next week now. Because, yeah, it should be a doozy. So, yeah, leave a comment below. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And leave a comment about what you think is going to happen. Because next week's episode is obviously going to have Lieutenant Barnes come back and try to go after Jim and probably try to kill him. Which won't happen anyway. But still, looks interesting. I wonder what's going to happen. Maybe the Riddler and the Riddler and Penguin will escape together. Maybe they'll team up for a little bit and get out of there, and then eventually go back and hate each other and try to kill each other. But who knows what happens. So thank you very much, and have a good day.